I slowly open my eyes and look around, feeling groggy and disoriented, even after I don my glasses. Where am I? Where is my dresser? My bed? The leaky pipe that keeps me up all night? Panic begins to rise in my chest. How long have I been out? What happened to my safe place? It takes an embarrassingly long time for me to realize where I am. I take a deep breath and start to move again. One step at a time. That's all I can do.
Hi everyone, welcome back to Aether Plays Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead. Around us we have the acoustic guitar, and also I went ahead and grabbed... Oh yeah, I forgot we have the AR-15 in here, that's awesome. I also grabbed the shark plush. There we go. Very important. The key to our survival. Let's see, so we're hungry, we're a bit thirsty. Let's see. Luckily, the maple sap has not frozen overnight. Pretty much everything else is like frozen. It's quite brutal with how it gets. Yeah, I guess this is like so much liquid that it just sort of maintains its not frozenness, or maybe it's just like the top like freezes over, but then like all of the water underneath is fine. So we just sort of like punch through our like 60-liter tank with like our bare fist, and then just like tilt back the entire giant thing, and then just like chug it. Yeah, there we go. So that was like a pretty decent breakfast, just drinking a bunch of maple sap. I feel like eating frozen yogurt, right, like a go-gurt type thing, is sort of fun, right? And that gives us a lot of joy, actually. So I guess our character agrees, so we'll go ahead and have that as well. Let's see, anything with like a few more calories. Chocolate candy is bad for you. Okay. Do we have normal chocolate? Not really. I feel like our character, from how much she loves to have sweets, would be one of the few people who can actually like have just straight maple syrup and enjoy it. So let's just go ahead and have some of that as well. There we go. And now we're full up on maple sap and maple syrup. Okay, awesome breakfast. Well, we pretty much had our MP3 player on all day yesterday, but I think, I guess it just sort of makes sense to have it on all day today too. We want to be building our skills as much as possible, right? Like our vehicles is already at 2, our health care is now at 3 from doing a bit of bandaging practice last night. We went to bed. Our athletics is at 2, again, like practicing last night. Survival's getting up there. Food handling has actually gone down. We might want to cook our fish fillets, right, in order to get that back up to 1. So I think the next time we start a fire, we'll go ahead and do that. Let's see. Fabrication is getting up there. I'm not really sure what we made. It might have just been literally the bandages, and that's it. Shotguns is getting up there. Rifles, marksmanship. Okay, all sorts of good stuff. Our melee skills are still non-existent. I feel very wary of meleeing with 6 strength and 6 dexterity. It's just not great. It's not a great situation. I think if we find more armor, right, like then that would be much better. Since we can actually like tank a few hits, because right now, like even though we're wearing all of this crazy stuff, like other than the tack vest and like safety glasses and elbow pads, right, like yeah, those are sort of armor, but they only cover like a small portion of our body, right? And then that's just not amazing in terms of survivability, right? Like last episode we faced that leaping like bat zombie or whatever, right? And then it like wrecked our like entire body, right? Like we're still healing from like the effects of it. And let me see, do we need to apply more bandages? Okay, so that's very poor, average, very poor. Okay, so no, it should heal up as we drive around. But yeah, that was like literally 1 zombie, and that's how much it wrecked us. Okay, so let's go ahead and head out for the day. So that was a very nice, bungalow. I feel like we might want to head back there again, just because of how remote and safe it is. But for now, we gotta keep exploring, right? Like we have to move up in the world. We're sort of ambitious in that sense, right? Just because of like how low we were feeling, we just never want to go back to feeling that low again. And I think a productive way of doing that is to essentially just sort of stay productive, and I think that's sort of Elsie's MO, is that sort of productivity. Okay, so let's go ahead and check out this vehicle. Again, I feel like LZ is absolutely like into cars from how much he checks. Okay, so it's got draining gasoline. Okay, can we siphon? Sure, we'll pour it into the jerry can. All right, there we go. Yeah, it's like raining all day. So actually that makes me think that it shouldn't be as cold as it is, right? Because if it was actually so cold, right, it wouldn't be raining, it would be snowing. So that's sort of weird. I think that might sort of be a bug. Oh, let me let go of the controls, and then just so we're not like carrying a bunch of gasoline around. Like, I remember we were carrying like 20 pounds of gasoline in our backpack for no reason. We'll just go ahead and use it. There we go. Okay. So yeah, back on the road. I'll try not to like check out every single car. I mean, no promises. It's just, oh, this is weird. This is just like menacing wall. Is it to keep us out or to keep them in? You know, really makes you think. Okay, so what do we see? We see a weird dog, a zombie predator, right? Okay. A broken down car. Not gonna check it. Not gonna check it, promise. Can we take out like this sort of thing? I feel like, again, not really. We sort of need more ammo and like a better gun, really, right? Because like a single shot, single reload shotgun is just sort of not going to cut it. Okay, so what do we see here? A Promethean wretch, lethargically resting on its back, this hideous mass of sagging flesh and writhing organs twitches feebly as its midsection churns. Almost bursting from its skin, the ribcage has arched outwards, forming a hive-like construct covered by severely stretched epidermis. Okay, so it's like a human tent, basically, with like horrors inside. Okay, yeah, like, I don't think LZ wants to get close to that. I mean, honestly, I don't think anyone wants to get close to that, so, as cool as it would be to check out this, like, transcoast logistics or whatever, I just don't think we're ready at all, right? Like, we don't even have, like, a science ID card, so let's not bother with that. Yeah, there would just be no reason at all for LZ to check out something like that. Okay. We did find that, that lumber mill, so we do have access to lumber. Okay, what do we see here? A crashed airplane. Okay, interesting. Again, like, we see so many freaky zombies absolutely everywhere that I don't think we really want to get close. Yeah, just like, look at this Kevlar Hulk. No thank you. I don't even know how we can kill a Kevlar Hulk, honestly. Maybe, like, we do have the high powered, like, the Remington 700. How much damage does it do? 62. Yeah. Okay, so maybe that can like punch through its armor. But yeah, this is you know, it's just like an unfortunate casualty of the cataclysm, right? Like, everyone who was on the plane. Honestly, like, getting onto a plane, I feel like that would be a great idea. Like, I don't really know what can take down a plane. Let's see. So we see a headlamp, a wool scarf. Does that cover the mouth? I get so excited when we see anything that can cover the mouth, just because of like how constantly cold we are all the time. Okay. A waist corset. A snug black leather waist corset works as a stylish solution for back pain. I don't know if we have back pain, but we'll grab it. You know, I feel like we're sort of like past that point in life to know whether or not we're gonna have back pain, but you know, it never hurts. Okay, so let's see, what did we grab? We grabbed the wool scarf, so if we go ahead and wear that, let's see, it covers the mouth and it gives 45 warmth. Holy cow, no way. The mouth is actually warm. Oh my gosh, that's incredible. We're finally warm outside. Oh man, that's so good. Okay, well, I guess while we're in the car, we don't necessarily need to wear it, right? Because we're warm. I don't think it's a big deal. Whatever. We'll just wear it. Like, I feel like after our mouth being so cold for so long, like having it be a little toasty is nice. Okay. And yeah, our mood is positive. Life is looking up. We're just driving out in like a random field in the middle of nowhere covered in snow. Um, like in real life, this would be like absolutely a terrible idea to do, like period, just because of like, right, like real life is not just like a perfectly flat field, right? Like you're sort of just like going to go up and down, and there's like hills and stuff, which will like absolutely like wreck your car pretty much instantly. But yeah, luckily in this universe, everything is just like perfectly flat ground. Okay, so what did we find here? Dance shoes. Okay, we might want warmer shoes potentially. I'm not entirely sure. This is some of these outfits are like super bizarre, right? It's just shorts, dance shoes, and like 2 pairs of shorts. Yeah, I don't know. Whatever. Okay. We'll just leave him to it. Probably a reason he died in the middle of winter. It's like no shirt and just shorts, and that's it. Ooh, freaky wasps. Okay, we'll leave that alone. Okay, keep going. So far, so good. Nothing really. Nothing yet. What are these guys? Let's see. Are these roadrunners? Woodpeckers. Okay. They sort of look like roadrunners. Okay. Yeah, I don't really know what they're doing just out in the middle of a field and not like on a tree woodpecking it, but that's fine. Do woodpeckers migrate? I actually have no idea. Long underwear top. Okay. Sure. Is this an LMOE that I just saw? A cave. I don't think we would really be checking out random caves. Like, as much as we like marine animals, that doesn't really, translate to liking bears. So, I'm not really sure we would check out a cave. Then again, bears are hibernating. But then again, right, like if we wake up a hibernating bear, I don't think that's gonna go too well for us. Okay, it is much faster than you. Okay. Imagine it says it is much faster than you, and it's taking into account the our speed in the vehicle. The ant just goes like absolutely insane and just like scurries across the ground at like Mach 100. Okay. So what do we see here? Giant adult antlion is as big as a cat, darting through the air with a cluster of fangs for a mouth. Despite its dangerous looks, it doesn't seem interested in you. Okay, are you like interested in the ants? I'm not really sure what you're interested in. It seems like there's like some sort of weird symbiosis between the antlions and the ants. Strange. The ants are coming over. The ants are going to the antlion. Are you getting beat up? You are. Fleeing. Why are you even here? It seems like you can't even hunt the ants. So like, why go to the ants if you can't hunt the ants? Okay. And then yeah, we see some aphids. What died here? Was this an antlion death? Large worm. Okay. Honeydew frozen. I feel like we would know that we can eat honeydew, but that's literally all we've been doing. Right? Like we pretty much only had like pure sugar for breakfast, right? Like from our maple sap or whatever. So yeah, like honeydew is basically more of the same. Oops. My bad, ants. Is this another large worm in the snow? Tremors? Snow Tremors? I wonder if they made that movie. Probably not. Right? Because Tremors was set in the desert. I don't even know how I know that movie. It's like absolutely ancient. I don't think I watched it. I just sort of know of it. But I think it's like sort of, giant worms. Those have got to be like one of my favorite genders. It's just a lot of fun too. sea of giant worms, right? Like Dune, stuff like that. It's just great. Okay. It seems like the corpse pits are much smaller now. I think that's because like all of the zombies that would have gotten up have already gotten up, so there's just nothing left. There's just a bunch of shotgun shells, and that's about it. It is sort of funny how like the zombies get up right next to the corpse pits, because like if we were to take them out, we would just like realistically just shove them right back in where they came from. So that's sort of funny. Um, One thing I'm also kind of confused about. It's like obviously, like the blob or whatever is resurrecting the zombies, but it seems like um where like the zombies can bleed out or whatever, right? Okay. Let's see, what's this? A Terran reality? No thank you. Right? So if the zombies can bleed out, then obviously their internals are important to them. But doesn't that imply like if you're dead, your internals liquefy, right? So it's like how can it like make it make sense, I guess is what I'm saying. Right? Because it's like if you're dead, if you've been dead for a while, your internals are mush, right? So that's effectively the exact same thing as like having bled out, right? Or does the blob like reconstitute the flesh into like a second life, for lack of a better word, right? And then like reuses organic matter. But then I guess it still needs to like move nutrients around so it still bleeds out. I'm not really sure. I don't know. It's confusing. I'm sure this is like the sort of stuff that Elsie's thinking about. She's um we're saying she has a scientific mind. At least that's what I'm positing. Her applied science is zero. But I suppose like you can think about science without necessarily having like a formal education in science, right? So I guess that makes sense. We're just approaching things scientifically. Hmm. I wonder what sorts of experiments Elsie can do with the zombies. Maybe she can like sort of try and check like how long it takes for them to respawn, like how well they do like after they resurrect, like stuff like that. Okay. So we see medical gloves, lab coat, so it's like a doctor. Okay. Um, okay, so that's that. And then what's this over here? Dress shirt. Also a doctor and a soldering iron. Okay. Sure. We'll slide on in here. Um, like we've sort of had dealings with these weird like blobs before, and they don't seem like super dangerous per se. Okay. Um, just like due to the nature of being very slow. A hunting lodge. Hmm. Interesting. How cold are we, or warm? Oh, we're actually great. Okay. And we're happy. Okay, awesome. Um, yeah, let's go ahead and wield our Glock, and then we'll like head into the hunting. Anything here that we want? Medical gloves? I guess we can grab it, and then we'll grab the cash card as well. Oh wait, visitor's pass. One-time access to a card reader if you can find one, and a science ID card. Okay, okay. And then is there a wallet here too? No. Huh. Okay. Interesting. That's cool. Let's go ahead and like. So we could read the visitor's pass, right? Like I'm pretty sure like that will literally just show us the path to like this facility right here that we just drove by just now. So maybe we'll just wait to use it so that way we're able to just find like we don't need to backtrack essentially. Okay, so more clothes that fit us, always useful. Let's do this. Yeah, we'll pick this stuff up. I feel like we're not necessarily someone to read. Well, to read in general, honestly, just because of our intelligence being as low as it is. But yeah, to read like Alpha Male Quarterly or whatever. Yeah, that doesn't really feel like our kind of drink or our kind of read. Okay, there we go. Beauty magazine. Let's just flip through some of these, just because I feel like I'm picking up the exact same books over and over. Yeah, I'm glad I did, because like we picked up Glam Apolitan Weiss or what. Drop it. There we And then what's in here? A hunting lodge, okay. With a track touring suit. The encumbrance is high. A leather bodysuit with padding in high impact areas, meant for motorcyclists out on the track. The leather is stiff but makes the armor much sturdier and more protective than lighter counter. Okay, could be good. Look, the bash is pretty good. Let's grab it. We'll grab it. Sure. Hopefully we'll find one that like fits ever, but still useful. Frozen can of soda. Flashlight, nice. Let's just unload the flashlight battery, actually, and then we'll just drop the we don't need so many flashlights. Okay, interesting. Aha, a wool scarf. Is that what we have? That's what we found? Aha, so this is like a better version. I think we found this one like off a dead body, so I think we would definitely want to wear it like that. There we go, the wool scarf. And then what's this here? Fingerless gloves. The encumbrance is 0, and it's got good ones. That's actually where the well, do we need to wear the fingerless gloves? I guess not. Yeah, but still, like, useful to have. Hunting lodge. This is cool. I like this. We're just able to loot to our heart's content, I guess. Seems all the zombies moved on, essentially. We'll grab the battery from this. There we go. Garbage bag, hammer, scrub brush, duct tape. We have a lot of duct tape. I don't know why I keep grabbing it, but might be useful. More detergent as well. Any food? No, not really. Tea leaves. Okay. I don't even know, like, tea leaves can freeze. That's I wonder what this is. Very. I guess it is a hunting lodge, so maybe that's where they keep their rifles or whatever. Can we peek through? You can't pry that. What is this here? Slime sample. Okay. Well, that's nice of them. They just provided us with a bit of their DNA so we can analyze them better. Let's go ahead and get our shotgun back out. I feel slightly better to have it. Someone is just out here with drinking pale ale on the roof next to their doll. That's interesting. A knit hat. Sure, we'll grab it. There we go. I think we were like already wearing a knit hat, but that's okay. Antibiotics, okay. And then let's see what else. I just sort of want to grab clothes that fit us, just because that's like generally the way to go. Okay, hard leg guards, nice. Usually I care more about wool socks. Okay, socks. There we go. Usually I care more about encumbrance, but in the wintertime, right? Like we're already so overburdened just because we're wearing this blanket or whatever, that I think it's just sort of worth it to grab stuff that like gives us more encumbrance but also more armor, just because we're already so slow. But yeah, I'm hoping like the reason why I'm grabbing like all these clothes is because I'm hoping to eventually get to the point where we don't need to wear the electric blanket anymore, right? We can just sort of take it off, and then we can like have much less encumbrance. Okay, so let's see. So this has 23 liters of storage, and this is 198. So we already filled up one of our entire back seats. Okay. So let's see what we can grab, or drop off rather. The matchbook is bunk. I think the manuals for sure. We have a lot of hidden items. Okay. The clothing. There we go. And then what is the storage at now? It was still pretty good. Okay. And our weight is fine-ish. Okay, there we go. So yeah, we looted that hunter's cabin. Like we could potentially, if we had another vehicle, right? Like we could break in using vehicle, right? Like we could basically smash through or whatever. But for now, I think we can just sort of move on. And I'm pretty sure I didn't mark any cars, but hope maybe we can find one. I don't know. I was almost excited. Like I saw this vehicle and I was like, oh, that was fast. But no, it's clearly completely wrecked. Right? It's like demolished, razed, whatever you want to call it. Okay. Sure, we'll take a turn. Why not? Take a look around. All right. Immediately, we're like scared off by like this giant skeletal juggernaut, and it's always freaky just seeing it like be almost as fast as this or whatever. The force of the explosion damages several items. What the heck? The meteor, it just like straight up hit the FEMA camp? That's crazy. I've never seen that. The pipes are like wrecked. Okay. Rock floor, open air. Okay. So we see like a soul. Ooh, what the heck is that? It's just like a weird ball. A boomer glutton. What the heck? That's so weird, man. What the heck? A bloated zombie. What the heck is this? A large, grotesque ball of flesh and fat, seemingly vestigial limbs flop around haphazardly as it rolls around the ground. It's faster than us. You occasionally catch a glimpse of bulging eyes and a distended gaping maw oozing some sort of black sludge. So maybe it's like full of those slimes. So it's like less dangerous than I thought it would be, but that's still like hilarious. Okay. And I feel like they really need to fix this by like having these stupid crates spawn like items. Um, just because it's like, I don't know, it doesn't make sense, right? Because like in the FEMA camp, right, like the lore is like all these people were living here and then they got zombified, right? So it just doesn't make sense for like every single one of these crates to be empty essentially. How did this zombie die? I think it just died because the meteor was just and then caustic soldier zombies. Oh man. Yeah, winter is an extremely brutal start. Like holy cow. Like look at all this. How are we gonna deal with any of this stuff? A Black Ops zombie. What the heck? What the heck, man? 3 caustic soldier zombies. Like I don't know. Like even with like an M4, I don't think we could like deal with that. Huh. What is this building here? We don't know. Let's just drive around a bit more, but I'm like almost entirely confident saying there's no way in hell like we're gonna deal with any of this ever. And then there's a giant body pit with like so many more zombies. Yeah, there's no point in like checking this out at all. We'll just leave. We'll just turn around. Oh, and we've been driving with our door open this entire time. Okay, I think you safe move. Don't worry about it. I think it doesn't even really make sense for like the door to stay open as you drive, right? Like, wouldn't the force of like the wind or whatever close it? But yeah, I guess that's our bad. Ellie's forgetful for closing the car door. Usually it doesn't matter, but like, you know, obviously in the winter time, that matters a lot more. And then yeah, we'll zoom out so we don't just like randomly smash into something. Our focus is it's all right actually, not horrible. Okay, so we see a zombie brute. Okay, not entirely horrible. And then we see a refrigerated van. Okay, interesting. So it's like an ice cream truck. Is a soldier zombie? Are we? Yeah, we're approaching a town. Okay, so that's why there's zombies here. Okay, yeah, like this thing is like horrible. A dissolute devourer. Definitely don't want to mess with that ever. Okay. We really need like a cache of weapons, right? I think you know, as Elsie's driving around, she's sort of starting to rapidly realize that she doesn't really have a chance with like, yeah, you know, like Grandpa taught her how to use his old like hunting shotgun, but compared using a hunting shotgun against like, you know, like a skeletal juggernaut or whatever, just not effective in the least. Okay. So yeah, she really needs a better weapon. Okay, so we'll let go of the controls. Let's check this car out. 1% gas, it's draining. Okay, you know what? Let's try it. It just doesn't work. Then we will siphon the gas. So we probably wouldn't have had enough gas anyway, but I was thinking like maybe we could just drive this car and then just like smash it into the wall. Again, that's like dangerous, but you know, like these zombies are dangerous. I think Elsie would be willing to take that risk. Okay. So yeah, we'll speed back up. Even like these evac shelters are horrible. It's not gobbler. Okay, zombie hunter. I wonder how we can train our melee skill. Right? Just because like all of these zombies are so dangerous that it almost doesn't make sense to try. But at the same time, like we have to try sometime, right? Like otherwise we'll just be completely useless in melee. Like for the entire playthrough, and I feel like, you know, Elsie realizes that, like, when that, like, Batwing zombie or whatever got close to her, she was barely able to defend herself, even with, like, the shotgun. It was just, like, not... It just kept, like, the zombie kept on, like, smashing into her and just, like, knocking it out of the way. So, like, being better with melee would be very, very useful, I feel like. And I feel like she would agree too. Okay, so we see a Kevlar Hulk. Okay, shrieking hunter-killer zombie. What the heck? Fragments of invisible uniform hint that this monstrosity was once a soldier. Anything human is invisible, hidden inside a sheath of living shadow. It moves with preternatural fluidity and grace. That's a made-up word. There's no way that's a real word. Okay, zombie soldier. This thing is so freaky. What the heck, man? I feel like we can't even kill like Kevlar Hulk if we like just ram our car into it. And another Promethean wretch. Okay. It almost seems like the zombies are trying to like lure us in with like this motorbike battery. They're like, no, it's safe. It's perfectly safe. Trust us. Just grab it. We won't attack you. Spoiler alert: they will in fact attack us. Okay. So yeah, I guess FEMA camps are just completely like off limits, like entirely off limits. There's no way. Okay, so I think following this road will just get us nowhere, but we might just want to like drive up past this FEMA camp. It's too bad we didn't find a car to crash into the hunting hunting lodge, rather. Sorry. I feel like this one had a chance of starting, but yeah, it's leaking gas. We could, you know, like sacrifice like 10 liters or whatever, and then just like fill it up, and then just like panic drive over. But yeah, unfortunately, it just like didn't turn on. Period. So couldn't do that. Okay. Yeah, I think driving through the town would be like incredibly stupid. So we're just gonna drive around, right? Just because there's like less zombies. So what's the point of driving through town? This is like an insane layout. I have no idea what this is. Like, how is this privacy fence so large? Like, what the heck is this place? We don't know, actually, right? Because of like the privacy fence. So let's go ahead and like try to let go of the controls, I guess. And we'll drop our blanketing just in case. Yeah, our move speed is pretty good. Right. Okay, so it's just a normal house. Okay. It is slower than a dissoluted devourer. Human bodies fused together, colossus, with heads and limbs sticking out of its bloated body. The nature of the thing makes it difficult to estimate how close it is to dying, and its capabilities might change as managed to assemble more zombies into itself. It can do that? What the heck? Alright, well, let's get the heck out of here. Goodbye. 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 Alright, so this is, it seems like a fairly small town, but yeah, just like, with how evolved the zombies are, it feels like it's dangerous just like absolutely everywhere. So yeah, just a bunch of houses. I feel like we don't really need anything from houses, really. You know, like we're sort of set on like food and water, at least for now. God, the weird ball thing is, it freaks me out so much. Sludged. What the heck? Who comes up with this crap, man? It's so freaky. Alright, yeah, I feel like the town is sort of a bust, but at least we found a road, right? So if we can find another vehicle, like ASAP, we might still be able to drive back to the lodge. I mean, we could, like, drive back to the lodge regardless, but there's sort of a limit to, like, how far back I'm willing to walk, because almost certainly, right, like, once we crash it, the car just, will, like, break and won't be able to start again. Okay. Let's see, what is this over here? Bicycle wheel. Okay. Very tragic. I feel like, how good would, like, a bicycle be in the apocalypse? Right? Like, on one hand, it feels like it might be good, right? Because, like for one, you don't make any noise, right? Like it's much smaller profile, so you can weave in between like traffic and stuff like that. But on the other, you know, it basically fully relies on your own pedal power. So if your like leg is ever injured or anything like that, it instantly becomes useless. Cattle fodder, cool. Are there any zombie cows? Oh, there are. Okay. They're freaky looking. Look at that. Red eyes. I feel like zombie cows are very strong, just because it's like a gigantic beast. Um, do we dare save the cows? I feel like that's a horrible idea to try. And the cows might just like burst through this fence. But you know what? Let's try. I feel bad for these cows. Okay. One is already dead. Never mind. No, you know what? We'll try it. Like I don't know if we'll like actually be able to do anything, but the cows aren't even fleeing. All right, what the heck, cows? Where's your survival instinct? That was horrible. This one's fleeing. But yeah, it's completely screwed. Dang it, cow. If you had better survival instincts, I'd be able to help. But yeah, there's literally no way like we could have done anything there. It's just unfortunate. Like, barring like ramming our car like into all of the zombie cows or whatever. That's just a terrible idea. There's like literally no reason to do that. Like, right? We need to survive too, and we have like what, like 300 liters worth of stuff. You know, like 1/10 of that being taken up by our shark plush. So we cannot afford to lose our shark plush like that. Okay. Just driving out in the wide open fields. Again, they're just completely oblivious to the fact that like we could just drive over like a giant pit, right, and just like total our car in 2 seconds. Okay, what do we see here? An apple orchard. Okay. We see hummingbirds in the winter time. What the? I feel like the spawning of stuff is a bit disarray. Maybe, I mean, like it is the cataclysm, so you know, maybe I'm the fool for like applying logic to what animal life is doing, right? Like I don't know, like we never encountered a cataclysm before, right? So how can I say like what is and is not accurate? Ooh, cows. Are there zombie cows? No. Okay. Cool. We can just sort of just hang out, I guess, with the cows. That's cool. Let's do that. Let's try it. All right. We'll get our hunting rifle again. Hunting shotgun, I guess. Mary J. Okay. Small welding tag. That sounds pretty good. Okay. Nice. Pocket guide of first aid. Here we go. Canned chickens. Sure. You know, why not? I feel like it's about time we have something other than just like pure maple syrup. Peaches and syrup. Okay. Tomato soup. Nice. Toastums. Animal cooking oil. Interesting. Molasses. Yeah, I feel like we definitely grab that. Have some dark boba. All right. Some good stuff for sure. And what is this here? Permanent mark. Sure. I feel like this would be a nice place to, you know, stay for the night. Like, you know, like obviously it's still the middle. Look how big this freaking safe is. What the heck? Locked gun safe. What the heck? That's crazy. Okay. Birdhouse Monthly, sure. Rash Guard shirt. Oh right, it protects from rashes. Okay. Jeans, hiking boots. That might be good. Safety glasses, swim trunk. Okay. I feel like we will literally never go swimming in this playthrough. But then again, marine biologist, maybe. So yeah, we checked out everything supposed to check out. We just just casually crawl out through the window. Okay. Yeah, we are definitely not strong enough to push those crates out of the way. This here, high capacity of, is all this closed? Locked? No. Interesting. Livestock scale. Can we activate? Oh no. It's a milking. Is there milk? Bulk tank. Yeah, I guess we can't check what's inside. That's too bad. I'd be down for some milk. I feel like we might be lactose intolerant, but like maybe only cattle fodder. Let's go. I guess cattle fodder is literally, we really don't need this much salt. This assembly might yield 10 rock salt. Interesting. Do animals just lick salt? Is that something that happens? Cow seems to like you. It lets you pat its head and seems, I like that. How about these cows? They probably haven't been fed in cattle. It's hard to see because it's grayed out for some reason. Strange. YouTube. Or we now have friendly cows. Cow first. Oh, and we open it. That's why is there stamina? Is their mouth that encumbered? I guess. Okay. So yeah, we met the cows, which was cool. We're overburdened. Actually, so we'll drop us some stuff. I think for one thing we can we have some gas on us, so we'll go ahead and fill, yeah, with gas, even though there wasn't that much. This, right, this is the full one, this is the not full one. So we'll drop up that. Hiking boots. Is it warmer? The warmth is 30. I think it's warmer. Let's go ahead and like take off our sneakers. The warmth is 20. Okay, and we'll wear the hiking boots. We have so many clothes now. And then yeah, we'll drop the other stuff. Pair of sneakers. Okay. And then there's like the guitar right there. I feel like that might be fun to do. Just like learn how to play guitar. Sing songs of the apocalypse, just like all the horrors that we see, like the cows getting eaten. Okay, what's this here? A hand. Could be good. Oh yeah, and speaking of dropping stuff off, I think we have like a torch or something. A welding thing. Yeah. Okay. There we go. Yeah, grab this hand. Sure. Drop that down. Hand drill, we have just not used at all. Oh, a hand drill drills. I see. It has 2 drilling quality. Okay, I see. For some reason, I thought like it was being used to make fire or something like that. Wonder what's enforced. Usually, there's like nothing early. There's no real point in like going into the forest. There's just you know, like an extremely winding path, and that's about it. Who knows? Like we did find a cabin. Let's begin. Let's see what's here. Cafe, okay, perhaps. There we go. Gas is still plenty. All right, we'll check out this house. I really should like turn the car off. It's sort of like wasteful. Just keep it. Coffee syrup. A thick syrup made of water and sugar strained through coffee grounds. Can be used to flavor many foods and beverages. Yeah, I feel like we'd love that, absolutely. We're still overburdened. That's a good book, I think. Just because of like mechanics being very hard to train. Another under the hood, okay. Winemaking for beginner. I mean, we're a beginner. Okay. Tank top, kefir. Right. Hot pants. Sure, we'll bring it. Why not? At some point, we'll need to stop grabbing every single thing of clothes that we see. Okay. I don't feel like dealing with my inventory just to grab 2 cotton balls. So more clothes. Bag. Okay. Matchbook. Nice. Long fur scarf. That sounds pretty good. Golf cap. Okay. Lemonade. Oh, there was so much lemonade. Yeah, that's too bad that it's off. Okay. And then what's this here? A wood saw? A sewing kit? I think we already have a wood saw, actually. So that's fine. Okay, Once again, like this like rural cabin proves to be super useful. Would just do like a quick bit of like inventory management. Just drop some stuff off. All the clothes, of course, and then the books. After like we flip through them real quick. There you go. Drop those off. Too heavy to pick up. Okay. I feel like a lot of stuff is like in these stupid small cardboard boxes. I don't even know like where they come from. Just sort of appear. We drop this too, just so like. Is there another backpack? Yeah, let's just clear that, and then we just go through and pick stuff up. Oh, the totems are rotten. Tragic. But yeah, we'll do this just so like stuff doesn't keep going into these small cardboard boxes. There we go. And the jerky. So yeah, there's like a bunch of knit scarves. There we go. We're still overburdened, and that's because we have books on us. There we go. And how are we doing now? Still overburdened. Okay, let's do this. Aha, the cattle fodder is heavy. Okay. Are we still overburdened? No, but it's heavy. The mess kit is heavy. Okay, so we can put that away. The Remington, frozen lemonade. Oh, the food. Yeah. Okay, yeah, we'll drop the food off. We have a lot of food. There we go. Yeah, here we go. Now we're losing weight. How about like one more frozen yogurt as well? Another Go-Gurt. There we go. And how many calories have we had? 630. Oh, that's not that. Chocolate covered coffee bean. I feel like that's pretty good. Candy cattle. Yeah, let's have one of these. Sure. Ooh, we hate spam. That's sort of funny. And we hate oatmeal. Okay. Cheese spread. Let's just have a bunch of. Oh, we just had spam. Oh no, disaster. Yeah, we'll have the cheese spread. There we go. Hopefully we're not like entirely miserable from eating that spam. That's my bad. My bad, Elsie. Didn't mean to make you eat that. Okay. Onwards. And how many calories? 1,600. That's pretty good. Especially considering it's only like 11. We've been on the road for like 2 hours and we already had like 1,600 calories. That car looks drivable. Once again, Elsie proves that she's very much a car head. Just checking every single one she finds, like ever. Ooh, it starts up. Wow, okay. Honestly, it's not that far to the hunting lounge. So let's do it. I would hate to run out of gas. Actually, let me see. Oh, it doesn't have enough wheels. I was so excited. Yeah, the wheels are busted. Ah, dang. That's too bad. Then I guess we'll siphon this. That would be really cool if we were able to break into the hunting lounge before this episode's over. Keep going. What's this? Bicycle seat? Saddle. I don't know if we'll ever like ride a horse. But it is a saddle. Like that's cool. I want that. Alright, let's go ahead and grab it. Okay. I can't believe like how much stuff we're grabbing to like the point that like we filled up one trunk space and we're like quickly filling up the next trunk space. But I mean, with how much stuff we're randomly grabbing, it makes sense. Got the saddle. All right, let's go. It is sort of funny how. Ooh, stuff is happening for sure. Okay, so this might be sort of a breakthrough, right? A ride control platform for us, just because like we see a bunch of guns. There's not that many zombies. There's like crazy, like I would hate to deal with them, but we might be able to. Fragments of visible uniform hint that this monstrosity was once a soldier. Right. So I imagine like this one is really hard to hit. So we haven't dealt with like any soldier zombies in this playthrough, I'm pretty sure, but you know, like we don't really know how to gauge their strength. Having said that, how many bullets do we have? We have like 25 for a Remington plus another 4. I think it just doesn't make sense to use our hunting rifle for this. Let's just try to get closer, I guess. I wonder why it like lagged there, for lack of a better word. It was like calculating something. Okay, so the caustic soldier's like doing something weird, right? I think the zombies are being distracted by the baby. Yeah, they're all going towards it. This is definitely a situation where we're not going to stop driving, but yeah, let's get our Remington out. Okay, it's definitely dangerous to get this close. The riot control platform is corroding. Yikes. Okay, we have to get a bit closer, as dangerous as it is. We just need a good hit, as good as we get. Bam. 99 damage? How good is this gun? Shit. I was not expecting that. What the heck? Okay, bad bleeding. Okay, hopefully that takes it out. And then here we go. 75 damage. This is insane. Heavy bleeding. Our stamina is fine. I think this soldier zombie might need another shot. How? Okay, there we go. And now we can go for this caustic soldier zombie. Bam. And then one more. How? Heavy arterial bleeding. Wow. I was definitely not expecting to be hit like that many times. Like what the heck? Caustic soldier zombie, heavy arterial bleeding. Bilious soldier zombie, bad bleeding. Hunter killer. It is about as fast as you with us running. Yikes. Okay, one of them dies. This one is still bad bleeding. It is much slower than you. Getting into the car is so slow. This is freaking me out. The hunter killer zombie leaves. It's gonna get so much closer when we take a step onto this door. This sucks, man. I think we have to fight it. How many bullets do we have? 1. Yikes. This is so bad. Okay. Let's try a careful aim. We're gonna It's about as fast as us when we run, which is the insane part. Oh man. We just need one more good hit, and I think we can survive. But yeah, this is what I was saying, man. Like, these... like, advanced zombies are no joke at all. Okay, let's try to steady up. Alright. This is as good as we're gonna get. 54 damage. It's not bleeding. How fast can we get out our pistol? Not fast. Okay. Let's back up once. Okay. We'll try to fire. We're in acid. We'll back up. I don't know if we were hit there or if the acid hurt us. Ooh, okay, that was rough. Oh my gosh. Yeah, sorry I was like not talking pretty much at all during that time, but it just really felt like we were just basically dead. We're not even like out of the clear necessarily. Let's use our hemostatic powder. Right. We'll immediately drop our glove. Take off our gloves. Well, we have fingerless gloves. Actually, what's happening here before we do that? They're still fighting. Okay, okay. We don't have any more bandages, which is sort of insane. Oh wait. Not bandages. So yeah, we just did some first aid. Okay. And now we can't apply antiseptic. That's rough. If you have a comment on like how I can actually unfreeze this, that would be like super helpful. Heat packs. Can I use the heat pack on the antiseptic? I can. What were we hit by? We were hit in the torso. What? Oh, crap. That took so long? I didn't even realize. Oh, this is bad, man. No. Okay, well, it just shot, right? Let's just ignore the pistol, like, whatever. We'll just get behind cover, or like, behind our car. Let's just drive out of here. Yikes. Amigo? Not now, amigo. Freaking amigo. God dang it. The bleeding stops. Okay. Oh boy, man. This is rough. Okay. Let's... I want to be like close to this Migo. I don't want to be close to anything. Okay. I'm pretty sure we're not next to like literally anything. Let's catch our breath. We'll apply another where did the bandages come from? Maybe they were on the body? I guess the heat packs were also on the body. Yikes. How are our bandages doing? It's average. Okay, well, let's do this. As rough as this is, we'll take some tramadol, and then let's try luring the Migo over. I think we dropped like all of our guns, which is sort of like, yeah, we had to do that, but still. Let's try to, yeah, lure the Migo over. I would much rather deal with the Migo, I think, than the soldier zombie or whatever. There's another skeletal. There's another riot platform, which is interesting. Okay, but yeah, we'll lure this Migo over. And we'll try to get it close enough that like it goes for the bilious soldier. And now that we have, let's just go on it. So the Migo should be able to see the soldier, right? Let's see what happens. It seems like the sight ranges are low in the wintertime, right? It sort of seems like sometimes like zombies don't see like one me, but like two like each other. No, okay. I think it's working. So the Migo's coming over. Okay. We'll just wait for a while. Let's see. Okay, so yeah, they're going at each other. Okay, this is good. The shot reflects off the Migo's thick hide. I don't mind waiting anyway, just because it gives us a chance to heal like a little bit. All right, here we go. So the Migo's about to attack the soldier. So it seems like the Migo's absolutely winning. The Billy Soldier zombie barfs acid on the Migo's torso for 4 damage. What the heck, you can do that? I'm very glad like we didn't get hit by that attack. What the heck? Okay, so the Billy Soldier dies. Okay, how's the Migo doing? Is it standing in acid? No, but it's hurt. How far away is it? Like, let's circle back around. Like the Migo's up there or whatever. It's pretty close actually. I wonder if our gun got like acid of like. No, it's fine. Okay, it didn't melt. Yikes. Okay, I think this is what we should do. The Migo doesn't see us. We'll let go of the controls. We'll wield our AR-15. We'll get out. We'll face this Migo. Right, like we're just making sure everything is good. It's a bit slower than you. Okay. Just waiting for it to get a little bit closer, and then fire. Bam. Heavy arterial bleeding. Okay. And one more shot. Okay. So now it's fleeting. I feel like we wouldn't trust it. We would take one more shot. Man. Cool boy, man. I don't know. I just so badly don't want like to just die to like random enemies. So we'll just go ahead and like quarter this corpse. There we go. And then what is this? A hunter killer zombie. Smash that. I just want like there to be like no chance of anything happening. A caustic soldier. Okay. We'll quarter that as well. Smash that. Nice. But yeah, it's sort of funny to see how like how much acid and stuff is like spilled. Okay, so I think we're finally safe. We'll just take this out as well, just because it's considered an enemy. There we go. We did it. We killed a robot that was like doing absolutely nothing. We're the best. Okay. I finally feel safe enough to stop driving. There we go. And now we finally pick through some of this stuff. I guess let's do this. We'll drop off some of our guns, just because like they're very heavy. Okay. Yeah, our weight isn't doing great, but okay. And then we'll grab the army helmet, winter jacket, winter pants. We won't grab the pants just because they're okay. Entrenching gas mask, grenade, IFAC pouch. Okay, so this is where we got all of our bandage. Hemostatic powder, 5, insane. Grab that. Tourniquet, okay. MRE package with dehydrated fruit, okay. A gummy vitamin, a matchbook, nice. Where were we getting these? Yeah, this is some good stuff. Chocolate candy, dehydrated peanut butter, winter gloves, combat boots. Okay, combat knife, that might be good. Grab more hemostatic powder. And then this one has a bunch of compromised plates. Okay, nice. Oof, okay, so we took care of that. Let's check this next. So, military ID, too heavy to pick up. Yeah, we'll grab that. MRE packet, water, combat pistol. Another army helmet. Okay, and then we'll also unload the cartridge gas mask. Grab that, okay. Large rucksack. Yeah, that weighs a lot. We probably won't be able to use that for a while. Okay, and now even more stuff. The plastic canteens aren't like necessarily like super useful. Ballistics vest. What does it have in it? I don't know. It's all compromised as well. Okay, that's fine. Hopefully we'll find one that's like actually seems like this one's got 2 ESAPI ballistic. Okay, IFAC pouch. Yeah, we'll wear the ballistics vest just because of like how. Well, actually, it's not that great. Just because like it doesn't have like the good plates. Like hopefully we find like good plate. And then yeah, here's more stuff. So re-item, knee pads. Okay, plastic canteen. You know, sure. For now, we'll just wear. Our stamina's going down just from walking around. Alright, an Ep4, absolutely. Let's unload this one, just so we have the magazine. And this one as well. There we go. Alright, not like insanely good, but you know, we did find some M4s and some ballistic. It doesn't have an engine. What happened to the engine? It's got a ton of vehicle. What the heck? 100 liters of GPA. That's crazy. Okay, so that was rough. Like we managed to survive, but yikes. You know, I think this is like a good place to call it. You know, like we managed to get quite a bit done, I'd say. And you know, there's like a lot to sort through, so I'll go ahead and do that between episodes. Maybe try to like wash some clothes and stuff. You know, like heal up, use the heat pack or whatever. I don't actually know like where the heat pack came from. Do we have it on us now? We do. Okay, I think those were from the MREs. So yeah, we'll like use the heat packs, heat up the antiseptic, you know, like heal up our torso and stuff like that, and then yeah, with all that done, you know, we'll get started on the next episode. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.